Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be discussing the theory of Callie returning in Stranger Things, or you could call her number 8. She was the girl who helped 11 get her powers even stronger to eventually close the gate in Season 2, but after Season 2 Episode 7, when Callie and 11 went their separate ways, we never seen Callie or her crew ever again. So today we're going to be talking about the theory of her returning to Stranger Things in Season 5 to help 11 take down Vecna once and for all. But before we get into that theory, guys, make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on notifications. Thank you guys for 50,000 subscribers. Absolutely insane. On the road to 100K. I think we're going to hit it, honestly, very, very soon. Sooner than I thought. I can't thank you guys enough for the support, but make sure to drop a like on the video. Let's go for 173 likes. All you have to do is tap the like button. We'd really appreciate it. It helps us get the video out there on the algorithm. And yeah, guys, without further ado, let's discuss the theory of Callie returning in Stranger Things Season 5. At the beginning of Stranger Things Season 2, we seen Callie, or number 8, for the first time, and throughout Season 2, it showed her storyline, but I feel like a lot of people looked over it. When most people think of Callie, they think of the girl who helped Elle get stronger powers in Episode 7 with her weird crew. But what I think of is the girl who escaped Hawkins' lab before the Hawkins massacre. Callie managed to escape the lab before one killed literally everyone, and she went on her own to kill the people who she thought deserved it. Not only that, but she is literally the only other person in the world that has powers, so in my opinion, that statement right there is enough to back up Callie coming back in Season 5. But today, I have a theory that I think will convince you all that she will return to Stranger Things. At the end of Episode 7 in Season 2, 11 parted ways with Callie, and when she did this, Callie was actually getting chased by the police. My theory is that Callie was eventually caught because she can't run forever and was eventually captured by Brenner. And you might be saying to yourself, well, that's so far-fetched because you have no proof. Well, you're right, but I do have something that suggests that Brenner hinted at Callie's return. At the beginning of Season 4, in the first episode, Dr. Brenner was filling out a crossword puzzle, and nobody really thought anything of it at first until everyone noticed one particular thing. In slot number 54 on the crossword puzzle, Dr. Brenner wrote in the word, Callie. The weirdest thing about this is that it wasn't just a quick glance at the crossword puzzle. That puzzle was a big part of that scene, and there's no way that the Duffers put in that name for no reason. I believe that hint lines up very well with my theory that Callie got captured. I think it would make sense for Brenner to capture Callie and train her to defeat Henry because he knew that 11 could not defeat him by herself. On top of all that, Vecna showed Nancy that an army is coming to Hawkins, so it would make sense for 11 to start her own army in an army with Callie. Nothing makes more sense in my opinion. The one person who is still alive with powers has to play some type of role in Season 5, unless the Duffers decided to completely write off her character, which I highly doubt they did considering the foreshadow they put in with the Dr. Brenner scene. And I'm sure most of you seen it, but in the first episode in Season 4, later on after the Dr. Brenner scene, Dustin rolled an 11 and it wasn't enough to kill Vecna. And later on, Lucas won the championship game while wearing the number 8. So that theory right there lines up with my original theory. But overall, I think it makes sense for Elle to build her own army and include her sister to ultimately take down Vecna once and for all to end Season 5 of Stranger Things. What did you guys think of that theory? Do you think it's too far-fetched? Do you think it's realistic? Do you agree with the theory? In my opinion, I think it is probably going to come true, if I had to guess. Only because the Duffers, like, there was rumors that they just wrote off the character. But if they put in that foreshadow in Season 4, there is no reason not to bring her back in Season 5. I don't think they would put in something like that for no reason. I don't think that was just a coincidence either. I don't think they just had Dr. Brenner writing Callie for no reason at all and specifically pan into the word. I don't think they did that for no reason. I don't think that was a coincidence. So I think it did have something to do to foreshadow with her. And it would make sense for the only person that has powers in the world to come back and help 11 defeat Vecna once and for all, because Dr. Brenner did say, and he emphasized it even, that 11 cannot defeat Vecna by herself, so it makes sense for the two people left in the world that have powers to team up together to take down Vecna in Season 5. And I think this goes well together with my theory of 11 creating her own army, because Vecna's creating his own army. So if Vecna's creating his own army, she has no choice. She has to create her own army. And I think Dr. Owens might play a role in getting Callie to 11 sometime in Season 5. I can't wait to see it pan out, but I think this makes the most sense. I think it lines up a lot, and it just makes sense Duffer said that everything on screen matters. That's a little hint that everyone noticed that, you know, if they say everything on screen matters, then that matters right there. You can't argue that. And it lines up with the theory of 11 not being able to defeat Vecna by herself in the D&D game, and Lucas winning the championship game with wearing the number 8. I personally don't believe in that theory, but if you do believe in that theory, it does line up with mine. So, I don't know. I don't think that they would foreshadow 8 like that for no reason. I think my theory of her getting captured by Brenner lines up well. It would be interesting to see how they would fit that in Season 5, considering they said Season 5, they wanted Season 5 to be shorter, so it would be interesting how they would fit that storyline in. But I think the Duffers, they're smart writers. I think they could fit it in if they wanted to fit it in and eventually make it work. But ultimately, I personally loved her character. I thought it was very interesting. I thought the storyline in Season 2, a lot of people didn't really pay attention to it, the flashback scenes and everything, and what actually happened with her character. And I think the character development was actually really good in Season 2. I just think people got thrown off by her never showing up in the show ever again after Season 2, Episode 7. So I think this would be a good opportunity for the Duffers to redeem themselves from that in Season 2, because a lot of people were disappointed that we never saw her again. So I think this would be a good opportunity for the Duffers to redeem themselves, bring her back, and have her team up with 11, and have her maybe, you know, learn her lesson that not everyone deserves to be killed or whatever. Or I don't know, because a lot of people didn't like what she did and how she did things. So maybe they make her, you know, have a redemption arc, and everybody loves her again, and they team up. But a lot of people are going to argue that she was just a character to enable 11 to get better powers. Who knows? Maybe that's the case. But I just think they wouldn't throw that foreshadow in for no reason. But let me know what you guys think of this theory. Let me know if you think it's realistic at all. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, spend time with your friends and family, go watch some good TV shows, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.